Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Shawty T coming to you live from the bedroom. Now, as you can see, I got this posted up because I want to show you this. I'm watching NBA Game Time last night, and I'm watching all these people saying that, oh, it's playoff time, and, the physicality of it wasn't because it was a playoff situation. Now, let's get this out the way. Am I a Cleveland Cavaliers fan? Yes, I am. Because I'm a LeBron James fan. I've been following LeBron James since high school. So, yes, wherever he go, that's where I go. Call it bandwagon, call it tutu, call it snapped on to his private parts, whatever you want to call it. It is what it is. Deal with it. You don't make or break me, all right? So now let's get down to business. Now, I'm a UFC fan myself. Shout out to all the little UFC fans and stuff out there. All you fighters for the UFC. Anderson Silva, particularly my favorite. Got a few other favorites, but Anderson Silva is mine. Ultimate favorite. So as I'm watching this game with the Boston Celtics and the Cleveland Cavaliers, I look at the footage. Now, isn't it ironic? I've been watching the game of basketball since I was about 8, 9 years old. Okay? And never have I seen the replay, whoever does the replay, showed this replay of Kevin Love getting his arm snatched out of the socket about 8 or 9 times during the whole entire game. So they kept showing it. They kept showing it. Now, for me, the replay person was saying to me, Shawty T, I can't say this. I just do the replay. But somebody needs to see, that's a UFC fan like myself, I assume the guy that does the replay, has to see this. Now, all UFC fans out there, I want you to take a look at this play. And I want you to tell me what you really see. Don't tell me what they said on broadcast, on NBA Game Time or ESPN or any other of these places that covers the NBA playoffs. Because that what they want you to believe is that this is the game. No. Let's be clear. Boston knew that they was going to get swept. Let's just be clear because of the way we came out. We came out dishing the ball to Love. Because we realized that Kelly really is not a match for Love. So we came out and shoved it to Love. Every play. We were shoving it to Love. If you look at the first few minutes before he got injured. Now, I'm going to play this play. Okay? And I want you to tell me what you see. I know what I see. But I want you to tell me what you see on this play. So now I'm playing this right here. He's already shoving him in the back. Do you see Love reject him? They's like, oh, Love was pulling the ball from him. Was not. Love, they was fighting back and forth. Was not. Now, you UFC fans out there, which I know you're going to come through for me for this, because they need to make a big deal about this. This needs to be a big deal. I want you to watch this play again. We all know, UFC people or people that study martial arts, we know what it takes to gravitate. Do you see the clinch? Do you see the clinch in the arm? If you're a UFC fighter or martial arts fighter, we know how to disconnect your shoulder. They teach us these things. It's not, look, now watch him grab it. You see the clinch? Love is not fighting him. There's a clinch there, and he snatches his arm, and then the guy that's analyzing it says, look, watch it. Come on, UFC fans. Do you see the lean down and the snatch? And then he puts his hands up because he heard it. He knew what he done. He knew what he done to Kevin Love. He knew that he broke his arm. He put his arm out of socket. He knew that. Without a shadow of a doubt, he knew that. Did they go look at the replay? No. Kevin Love ran to the locker room. The play went on. Nothing happened. Nobody did anything. And then after the game, when Kevin Love felt like that they was done unjust, then we got the Boston Celtics saying, don't be crybabies. What? So now I go to the J.R. Smith footage, and they tells me, I'm watching the game. Funny, I mean, it's funny how Crowder, Kendrick Perkins comes into the game, knocks Crowder out, pushes him on the ground, on the base, knocks him, Crowder jumps up to retaliate like he's gonna do something. However, J.R. Smith, which if you watch this play, he ran right up into J.R. Smith trying to hurt him, ran right up into his arm. If you watch his arm, watch the pressure from his arm drop and kind of nudge J.R. Smith in his arm. So you're going to let this guy that's probably got to be at least 150 pounds lighter than Kendrick Smith slap you and you fall completely down. No. What happened was you had a flop that went wrong. You call yourself trying to make it dramatic, and you made it dramatic because then you sprained your knee. Now notice how he fall, everybody. Watch this play also. Notice how now watch him run up to J.R. Smith. You see him? You see him run up to J.R. Smith. Then he starts shoving on the pushing on. Now, did you see the slap? Now, J.R. Smith turns around in retaliation and slaps him. Because first you bump into me. You bump into me. Now, I have the headphones on my ear because I'm listening to them talk about the play. And the guy is like, you need to take it back to the beginning where the play really started. Nobody sees that. Now they say, look at Crowder. Now let me tell you what happened to Crowder. Crowder was already upset because he got pushed on the ground by Kendrick Perkins. He was already not too happy about that. So then, because he knew that he could handle Kendrick Perkins, he go to a typical smaller guy that typically has a record in the NBA. If you push him hard enough, we all know J.R. Smith, he will retaliate. However, J.R. Smith let it get the best of him. He shouldn't have done it. Okay. But that's not what I want you to see. What I want you to see is that when he falls and he graces up to my knee busted, you know, it's busted. Now, let me tell you about a sprain. You doctors back there know what a sprain can do. I've broken my arm before, and I've also sprained my arm before. When they say that your arm is sprained, that means that they can't find no evidence of why you hopping around or saying that something is wrong with you, right? So he needs help getting off the court. He did all of this because they needed somebody to get ejected. Nobody got ejected from the game when Perkins pushed them down. So they needed somebody valuable to the Cleveland Cavaliers to get ejected. Who better to do than to J.R. Smith? So J.R. Smith get ejected from the game. Crowder, knowing that they was going to lose anyway, get ejected from the game. But if you actually look at this play, it was a flop, went wrong. Crowder was trying to grab a foul, a quick flagrant foul. So when J.R. Smith, which he knew he was going to retaliate, the man came into him and shoved him. So he knew he was going to retaliate. So knowing that J.R. Smith was going to retaliate, then what do? He pushes him to the limit. He pushes him to the limit. He gets slapped to the ground. He does this major flop like he's in passed out and fainted. So because he did that, J.R. Smith got ejected from the game. So I think that is crazy. I think that is ridiculous that Boston, that everybody feel like they feeling sorry for Boston and saying that Cleveland Cavaliers is playing a dirty game. I've seen Blake Griffin get beat up over years, and I've heard people like Stephen A. Smith say, well, you need players in there, you know, that the Clippers was too soft. They needed somebody that if somebody come up in there and attack Blake, then they need to have somebody to come up in there to protect Blake. So now Cleveland Cavaliers got somebody to protect LeBron, and the world is mad. Why are you mad? Why are you angry? If you watch these first 3 games, they was tagging on LeBron and Kyrie Irving the whole game, pushing them down, grabbing their necks, putting their elbows in their stomach. Nobody seen that. Nobody called that. Nobody put that on YouTube. Nobody videotaped that and made a big deal out of it. But yet you make a big deal about J.R. Smith slapping this man for coming up and trying to really put dents and stuff in his arm. Come on now. All you people out there that's professional boxers or that help train boxers or that do professional UFC or train people in martial arts, then you know that what you see from the Cleveland Cavaliers is simply protecting themselves. And then I get these people from hashtag NBA Time, hashtag ESPN, hashtag NBA on TNT, hashtag NBA on NBC. This is just playoffs. This ain't no just playoffs. This is a bunch of crock-a-boo is what it is. And I'm pissed about it. And I don't normally talk during the playoffs, but I just had to get that off my chest. And then we got to go face the Bulls that beat up on LeBron all last year with Miami. Joakim Noah beat up on him all last year, pushed him down, grabbed his neck, threw him down. Come on now. And y'all just want Cleveland Cavaliers to just keep sitting up taking all this crap from y'all? No, we ain't going to do that. We ain't going to lay down like that, baby. That's not what we do. That's not how we going to do it. Yes, the first round, and we going to get through the second round. Let's bring it, baby. All day.